The good, the bad, the ugly of 2021. We're going to talk about it. Focus on property and the property market. How good was that in 2021? But let's talk about that and more.
Mr. Novak, good morning.
How are you?
Very well. Thursday, the 23rd of December. A good time to look back and reflect on the year that has just gone by, Mr. Novak. And it's been a bit of a roller coaster, to say the least. So this morning, we're going to give you guys a little bit of a chat about what's been happening on the ground. Mark, first of all, has it been a good year for you, would you say? You and the family. Let's not make it personal. Let's make it holistic.
I think so. Lisa had a brilliant run. My daughter's 23-year-old daughter. She's stabilised with work and COVID and stuff, and just changed her job. And my 15-year-old's going into year 11. Yep, everybody's exciting. Healthy. Yep. Our mums are healthy. Our mums are good. I think the big thing's health. That I think if you've had a good year of health in your family, I think you're 99% there.
Yeah, well, that's it. I think even more so than ever, these things become a little bit more prevalent, and people have probably had more time to think about, things like your health, things like your well-being and relationships at home and all of these different things. So it's quite interesting now. It's actually, we're coming into, fingers crossed, hopefully not, but maybe a worse period of this whole COVID thingy that we shouldn't talk about, thou who shall not be named.
How'd you go?
Yeah, good. I think for most of us, I say most of us lucky enough to be in a job that you're working through the last year or two. It's just been a head down, bum up kind of year for the most part. I think that you look at what you're doing, and being busy makes the time go faster. It's a good distraction from everything happening. So yeah, look, it's been a good year. It's been a positive year in many ways, work-wise, home and family-wise, all good. So, yeah, can't complain.
You've really established yourself?
I'd like to think so. I think I came back to Australia about 4 years ago to the day, almost. So it's nice to be able to have come back from the UK, and I basically left my whole life there. So you accumulate your possessions as you go, and I sort of came back to Australia with nothing. Not nothing, but nothing. So I feel pretty
shirt
set.
On your back.
Yeah, look, essentially, shirt on my back, heart on my sleeve.
But there's been a bit of pain there, though. It's hurt. It's definitely hurt.
For sure, there's been moments where it has been hard, and I think it's a combination of many things, and it's just trying to get on top of them and not let things, weigh too heavily, and weighing in the things that deserve it is probably the challenge of that sort of balancing thoughts, I guess. But I don't know how to say that. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, I think. So yeah, personally, it's been a very good year. Work-wise, I think it's been a very good year. So it's been just over a year doing sales, Mark, with yourself and the team, and we've sold 20, 30 properties together, residential. We've sold 10, 20 commercial properties together. We've done all sorts, which has been great. So it's been a big year full of learning.
been a bit of pain there with some sales guys going. The old Angelo, the old Michael Burgio. That sucked for 2021, but also good. Like it's been the younger folk in the business are pushing through pretty hard.
Yeah, well, that's it. And I think change is always difficult, at least at first. It doesn't take too long for it to you move on, you get on with things. And, I think at the end of the day, you just have to be grateful for, past relationships and things like that. And then you move on and people go to different places, do different things. It's healthy at the end of the day. Great guys, great people for the business, going to have great future careers. But at the end of the day, opens up more room for change. And, as you say, the younger guys in the office are starting to show really, really good signs for the future. So I think that's positive on its own as well. It's a changing of the guard, maybe.
It is, and it's the young hustlers are coming through. Lockdown's been interesting with being locked down not being locked down. COVID's each time there's a COVID strain that comes through, it's bloody different, which has rocked me, in the last year. When COVID-2 came along this year, I thought I knew what to do. I thought, eat, sleep, repeat from COVID-1 the year before, and it was different again.
Excuse me. Yeah, well, that's it. And now, I don't know where we are now. We're probably at C7, 8, 9, 10, double digits maybe. And it's, again, another consideration that we have to make. But I think what we've learned is that life goes on and life moves on. Business has to keep on, the wheels of business need to keep on moving. And do you know what? Something that's been really impressive, something that definitely is a part of the good, is the innovation and ingenuity. A lot of these different businesses that, have had either a difficult time finding support, but a difficult time even being able to trade. So one of the really positive things, I think, is the community togetherness. And you see like that after days like where there's the storm we had in DY, but the businesses coming together and supporting local and all of these things have been really, really positive for, I suppose, for the community on a community level. So those things are nice to see, particularly when, as you said, COVID was supposed to be the demise of everything, and the property market, that's another whole can of worms, Mark, to go into. But yeah, it's been interesting. So hats off to the businesses that have survived and made it strong.
COVID's been kind to property in 2021, a lot kinder than when we thought it extended itself in 2020. It really extended itself in 2021. So, it was kind. It's interesting actually seeing a lot of stuff. Everything's worth more in this last round in 2021. Timber's worth more. Electricals are worth more. Cars are worth more. Properties are worth more. Inflation just sort of took everything next level. Just want to say good morning to Luke Moroney. Luke, in 2021, you've been an amazing supporter with feedback and comments on your side of the business, and in the morning minutes of Novak, you absolute legend. I hope we've helped you in your business there, Lisa Novak. Guys, if you've got any comments, this is a live show. Let us know. What does that say, Mr. LAMPLOUGH?
Lisa has said, it's been an amazing year, the business's best year yet, and we came out healthy and happy. We learned a lot and helped so many people through some trying times. How good is that to hear after such a, I suppose, up and down time from so many perspectives, to have such a strong year for the business in a time where, and I'll go back to the beginning of COVID. So this is probably before 2021, but, principals and business owners in your position had an opportunity to either let staff go or reduce wages and do all of these things. And hats off to you, Mr. Novak. From day dot, essentially, it was, no, the business is strong, the staff are strong, support the staff, and not make any changes or cuts to those, directly your employees, whether it be wages and letting people go. You stayed strong, and I think for the most part, the team pulled together for the business. I suppose maybe you can have a different perspective on that.
That was my hardest. Absolutely, I think that was my hardest decision in business. Was that the hardest decision I've had to make probably in my career was definitely with COVID and our attitude through COVID. So I think we sort of had to take a position on it that not everyone agreed with. Through that, and the position we took was head down, bum up. Be respectful and follow what the government guidelines were, which weren't always what the people, some staff in the business wanted or customers wanted. But we sort of tried to stay head down, bum up. And I think the position we took in our business was to protect the asset, which was our clients, to look after our clients. Properties, our landlords' properties, make sure that we're protecting their assets, look after our tenants, look after the people that are selling and buying that needed us through those times, because it was quite easy. Like, I've got a property up north, and the real estate agents turned around and said to me the other couple of weeks ago, we don't do opens anymore. And I was like, what? And she said, no, nobody does opens. It's for rentals. I was like, nobody does opens. No, ever since COVID's come along, we don't do opens. And I'm like, it's interesting that agents in some areas have taken that position, and I don't particularly think that's in the interest of protecting the asset, looking after the tenant, and looking after the landlord. So that's like an example of what we haven't done.
Yeah, well, and then again, that's a I suppose, to their, I wouldn't say to their credit, but everyone has pivoted in a slightly different way, and businesses have taken slight turns from what have been traditional norms. And that was one of our stances, that maybe whilst open homes weren't running, we were more available than ever to show properties though. And I think that's quite a big thing for people, particularly landlords, as you say, where there is all of this difficulty in the timing with what's happening to my asset. You might have an investment property that's vacant at the beginning of COVID with looking like no aspiration to get a tenant in there. As a managing agent, and this is the holistic approach you see it from, you don't just see one property, you see the whole rent roll, getting tenants in there, keeping owners happy, trying to maximize their returns. It's not been easy, and there is a lot of pressure on that, particularly when you're going through these unprecedented times. So that was something that was really big, and I think that'll come back to you in droves in the future, by the support that was offered, which I know everyone would have in their own way, but it was an impressive sort of way of going about things. And I must say, the team came together.
Amazing. People like Branka Stankovic through 2021, like super strong lady for our clients, for our tenants, loved by all, the crew, landlords, tenants. She did an amazing job through 2021. Good morning to Rick O'Sullivan, you legend, great client. Bought and sold. And what else we're going to do? I think that's it for 2021. And let's have a fun 2022, dude. Can I get, what my ethos is for for next 12 months?
What's that?
Just get shit done.
Get shit done and have fun.
Just get it done. There are so many reasons you look for an excuse that it cannot be done, and it just can be. And I know at the moment people are looking for excuses, they're particularly cancelling their family holidays for whatever reason that may be. And it's like, you know what? You can do it. You can do it. I had a bit of a sensitive conversation with a client yesterday, and and her 80-year-old mum and stepdad are unwell up in Queensland with COVID, and it is the most, for her mum at that age, it's the most beautiful time of year. Christmas means so much to her mother. And I said, you know what, have a good think about it. I said, because you may step into the storm and just spend time with them, yeah, come out the other end. Because, you know, technically she should just sort of, yeah, anyway, I won't go into that. That's a dangerous conversation to have. You're dying over there, buddy. You're coughing. You've disappeared. Anyway.
Apologies. Sorry, just had to just helping a client there for a second.
No worries.
So I just cut into you there, Mark.
Take care. Have a great day. 2021. Anything else you want to say on the way out?
Thanks for everyone's support, and we'll see you in 2022. Well, we'll see you before that, but ready to go again. Peace out.
See you, everyone. Giddy up.